Hey folks, welcome to Health, Wealth, and Happiness, July 2025. How you doing?
Just time is breezing by. Blink, 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 and there it goes.
My name is Kevin McCarthy. This is my wife, Diana.
Hello.
Every month we bring you a couple things you need to be doing now between health, wealth, and some happiness. So we're going to kick it off with health.
Health. And we always like to lead with our quote of the month.
Yeah.
Welcome to July. Life is inherently risky. There is only one big risk you should avoid at all costs, and that is the risk of doing nothing. That quote is by Dennis Waitley. He is an author as well as a life coach. So I thought that was really appropriate because I know we talk about our financial health and we kind of go through this checklist all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of that financial health also has to do with proper planning. And we just came off last month. We did a couple educational workshops, which were fantastic. And I know we have a bunch of questions that came through that we'll ask you about later. But one question that really kind of stuck with me was a lot of people were asking about whether or not they should be considering a trust. And so coincidentally, we've teamed up with Estate Docs Pro. So we do have a lot of information regarding that. And things you should be considering when taking that under account is, do you own any property? Things to think about, are there multiple properties that you own, whether they're rentals, rental income, or maybe even a vacation home?
Right.
Do you have any dependents, whether it's kids or someone that you're taking care of? Are there valuables that you want to determine who they go to, where they're going to go to? So, and the biggest question is, do you want to be the one to decide who manages your personal affairs, your health care, your assets, and where it gets distributed and where it happens? So with the team that we've gone together with, we have a website, and it's a comprehensive website which just gives you an estate plan. We're working with estate planning attorneys. So you plug in your information and it lets you have a really easy way for you to input your information, put all the things that matter to you most, and it breaks it down so that it creates the documents for you. And it's customizable, which is the biggest thing.
Yeah.
And life changes all the time. So if you're thinking about it, if you're wondering about it, most likely it's something you should be thinking a little bit more and considering. And back to the quote, worst thing you could do is do nothing. So
Yeah.
Ask us about it. We're here to help you if we can.
But also included in that, the power of attorney for healthcare matters.
Yes.
Power of attorney for financial matters.
Exactly.
You want to take care of that now while you're in sound mind and right and go from there, because when you can't, you can't.
Yeah.
All right.
And that's what I have for our health section. Now it's up to you.
On to wealth. I got 3 easy ones, and I went with ages this time.
Okay.
If you're 59 and a half or above, and you're contributing to a 401k, you should look at two things. If there's in-service withdrawals, to maybe turn on your own pension type of option later on in life. You plan for it now. You'll thank me later on that one. And then also look to see if there's a self-directed brokerage account. This is big because the 35 or 30 different accounts they chose for you may not be the best. So in a self-directed brokerage account, we could help you and maybe even look at a stop loss. So
Nice.
That's anyone contributing to a 401k and they have that self-directed brokerage account option. Next one, 64 3/4. I had a client call me earlier today. She's turning 65 soon. Look to turn on Medicare. It's you got to file for that at 64 3/4, and then you're going to be introduced to IRMA, which is the stealth tax. We talk about that. And last one I'm going to share with you: 73 and above, required minimum distribution. Are you on the required minimum distribution strategy, which is the government spend down of your IRA, or should you be choosing your own customized one? So we can explore some options. Again, not a recommendation, Quentin. We're here to make sure, just give me ideas. If you have anything, we'll call you, dive a little deeper and see if it's right for you, what options are for you.
That's awesome.
Yes.
Do you want to go through the questions that kind of came up on the workshop too? Because I'm sure we had it come up a few times in the workshop, and which makes me think that you're probably thinking about it. So one of the questions was about owning an older annuities. More specifically, what do you do with maturing annuities?
Yes.
That was a big one.
Well, when you come to a maturity, you have a point. Whether you stay, go, you could always take the money, right? But if you want to continue deferring, you could stay with that company or shop around using Section 1031 tax-free exchange. You can move from a deferred annuity to another deferred annuity or IRA to IRA without tax consequences. You'd be signing up for a new commitment of time. So you want to know what you're getting yourself into. But I've seen some older annuities, 8 years ago, where were interest rates? They were really low compared to today.
Wow, that's a good thought.
So, if rates were going down, you'd want to refinance your mortgage. Rates are up, you should refinance your older annuities. Just an idea, but we could dial in and get the numbers straight in there for you.
And again, wouldn't be able to tell you specifically, but it's more of a person-to-person thing, but good thing to know. The other question that came up quite a bit was, when is it and this is probably the most popular question, when is the best time to turn on Social Security?
I had a client call me today about this. She's 65 and her friend's like, let's turn on Social Security. But we actually talked about it and with her husband, because she's going to continue to work, and it did make sense for her to turn it on yet. I like full retirement age or above. But I mean, again, if you need it, you take it. It's a form of guaranteed income. But waiting, you're not locking in that number forever. And, waiting, what happens, you get an 8% increase from Social Security every year. And then when you do have Social Security on later on in life, there's cost of living increases. And I would rather work on a bigger number to get that percentage increase than a smaller number.
That makes sense.
Example, if your full retirement age was, example, of $2,000 at full retirement age, but you took it at early as 62 and it was $1,500, a cost of living increase on 2,000 is going to be a lot more than 1,500. And also later in life, you may want to look to see funding your retirement from your IRA accounts and still holding off Social Security to get that 8% guaranteed increase. So again, our Social Security optimizer can help you work with those numbers. So great question.
That's great.
And I had it earlier today with a client. So that was
It
nice.
is the most popular question.
Yes. Last month, I also told everybody about the check-in with nitrogen risk-alize. And I'm going to share those numbers with you. We actually, I guess it's starting summer. It was a little low. So we sent out a video to remind people, and they finally got around to checking their email. So that was about June 1st. The next one will be September 1st. But the results, again, large percentage happy and confident, over 75% clients in that number, which is great. Had some anxious, which, again, a phone call is right there where we want to make sure why are you anxious? And then fearful with what was going on with the market. Definitely understandable to be fearful what's going on. So we see where your safe money is, we see where your at-risk money is, and whether we need to rebalance at that time. So that's why the check-in, every 3 months, we send an email. It's 2 questions. How do you feel about your money? And how do you feel about the market sentiment? So that's the check-in on that one.
Nice.
All right. We went through the questions.
We did.
All right. Well, we're wrapping up. Let's go to happiness, calendar and happiness.
I want to do happiness first.
Okay. Let's do happiness.
Because as we end our month of June, we're jumping in now. We're in July, but June was fabulous. Our daughter's birthday was in June.
Yes.
Our anniversary was in June. There was so many happy moments that I really enjoyed. So that's what brings me happiness. I've been floating on cloud 9.
Yeah, it's a good month.
How about you?
Well, happiness. I was looking at the calendar. I always look at the calendar to see, and because National Avocado Day. Who doesn't like a little guacamole, right? But then the week before was Tequila Day. Not a big tequila drinker, but I am. See, that's my day. All right, that's my jam.
Then mine is the 7th,
which is Chocolate Day.
It's going to be quite a week what is it? I think it's July 24th is National Tequila Day, and it jumps right into the 25th, which is Wine and Cheese Day.
There you go. A
whole lot of drinking.
All right.
And parents, happy Parents' Day is on the 27th.
There you go.
If
all
only
right.
our kids were still at home, they can make us breakfast in bed or something.
Okay.
I don't think our puppies are going to do anything for us.
No, not at all. Not at all. All right. Talk about book club. Next book.
Listen,
I know you're loving last month's book.
I did love this last month's book, Discovery of Witches. This month we are reading Book Lovers by Emily Henry, and I'm excited to jump in. I have not started it yet. I'm excited. It's been quite a year of books.
Yeah.
If you haven't done it, it's online. No excuse. Join in. You don't even have to be here locally. You can be from everywhere. And we do have everybody from, it's actually become quite an international crew, not even Canada. So that's been awesome.
We got some clients up in Canada.
Yeah, so it's been great.
Friends and clients, yep. Also, once a month we do competitive Zoom bingo. If you want a good laugh and a good time and a chance to win something.
And I tell my funny mom jokes.
Mom jokes. And I have a couple dad jokes. And it's a competition of jokes.
Am I winning?
You're always winning. Always winning. Last but not least, happiness. Because we just recently saw Old Dominion in concert.
Yes.
I would tell your Siri or Alexa or Google to play Old Dominion radio, and it'll always put you in a good mood. If you want to be, if you're feeling down,
it's a great band.
Put on Old Dominion radio, and
it's feel good music.
I'll almost guarantee a good mood. Can I say that? Am I guaranteed? Quentin, can I say that? Anyway,
you can say that. Absolutely.
All right.
Are we ready for our birthdays?
Yeah, I got them right here.
All right, who should go first, me or you? I think it's good when they end with you. Or you want to go first this time?
No,
okay.
Please.
Happiest of birthdays. We got happy birthdays, Chantal, Eva, Malin, Judith, Andrea, Elliot. Happy birthday, Alfreda. Happy birthday, Loyal, and Mary Beth. Aunt Mary Beth.
There you go. All right. Was that Mary? Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Isabel, Marie, Ian, Judith, Stanley, Max, Roberto, Yara, and Louis.
There you go.
Happy birthday. And
July birthdays.
If you're looking for our July calendar, it's already up on our website. You could click the link, you could download it. And these are everything happening this month of July 2025. That's all I got.
That's it.
Folks, stay safe. Reach out if you need us. Bye now.
Bye.